All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about a massive shift in military strategy today. Specifically, how Israel is essentially building a futuristic autonomous wall to guard its borders. This isn't just about new gadgets. It's a move away from the old ways of doing things and a full-on embrace of some seriously advanced tech.
And this quote, wow, it really nails the sheer scale and ambition of what's happening. We're not just talking about an upgrade here. This is a total rethink of what a border even is in the 21st century.
So let's really break this down. The key idea is this massive pivot. Israel's Ministry of Defense is shifting towards having a constant automated presence right on its borders. One that, doesn't need human patrols in the same old way. Why? Well, because the threats they're facing have just gotten way too fast and complicated for the old methods to keep up.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we're going to start by looking at what they're calling this new digital wall. It's a very intentional policy change, and it tells us a lot about where defense tech is headed.
But a digital wall is just a concept, right? What's the actual tech making it happen? Well, that brings us to the heart of this whole strategy, something they call the drone hive.
So what in the world is a drone hive? Okay, think of it less like a single drone and more like a smart, self-running network of them. These things aren't just being flown by some guy with a joystick. Nope, they're built to work on their own, running security missions 24/7 without a human having to constantly babysit them.
And these hives have a lot of jobs. For sure, they're the eyes and ears, handling all the intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance stuff. ISR. But, and this is the really critical part, they're also built for tactical response. That means they can actually do something with the information they collect.
And this is where you see the huge difference. Think about traditional patrols. They're periodic, right? They can't be everywhere at once, so there are always gaps. But these drone hives, they provide a constant 24/7 presence. It's basically the difference between checking if your door is locked every hour versus having a lock that is always watching itself.
So who's actually building this stuff? The main company is Airobotics, which is part of a bigger group called Ondas Holdings. They've got a subcontractor named SPER helping out. And get this isn't some brand new, untested idea. Airobotics already has these drone-in-a-box systems out there working in the Gulf states. So this is really about taking a proven technology and scaling it up, way up.
Okay, but this whole thing is so much bigger than just one contract. We're not just talking about one project here. It's about building an entire ecosystem for defense tech. Let's dive into how Israel is actually growing a whole new generation of companies to make this vision a reality.
And what's really interesting is the strategy behind it. The Israeli Ministry of Defense has this new policy where they're deliberately making space for smaller, nimbler companies to jump in. The goal is to get them to innovate and add their tech to the mix, which, just speeds up the whole development process.
This is a perfect example of that strategy in action. Look at a company like Ondas Holdings. They aren't just focused on one piece of the puzzle. They've been buying up specialist companies, one for aerial drones, another for counter-drone tech, and even one for ground robots. They're literally building an entire integrated ecosystem of autonomous systems.
And it's not just about one big player. Israel's Ministry of Defense is also giving contracts to other cool, innovative companies. Take X-10, for example. They're providing thousands of what are called tactical kinetic drones. These are basically drones designed for direct physical action. It just goes to show you, this is a layered strategy, pulling in the best technology from all sorts of different specialists.
So all of this naturally leads us to the big question. What's next? Because everything we've talked about so far, it's really just the beginning. The next version of this digital wall is going to be powered by something even more powerful.
So, where does it go from here? How do you make a system that's already autonomous even smarter, even better?
The answer, in 2 letters, AI, artificial intelligence. The next leap forward isn't just about making things automatic. It's about giving the next generation of attack drones real AI-powered decision-making.
And listen, this isn't just talk or some far-off concept. The Ministry of Defense is already making moves. They're putting out a new request for AI-driven drones, and they're even holding a field evaluation day where companies have to show up and prove their AI can actually handle real-world situations.
And this quote really sums it all up, doesn't it? When you put it all together, the AI, the drone swarms, and this strategy of building a whole industrial base, it's clear that Israel is making a huge play to stay at the very top of the global defense tech game.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of the big takeaways. First, there's this major shift to an autonomous digital wall. Second, the core tech making that happen is the drone hive. Third, this is all backed by a smart strategy to get a lot of different companies involved.
And finally, the future of all this is, without a doubt, AI.
And that really leaves us with one final, pretty big question to think about. As more and more countries start using autonomous systems like this to watch their borders, what does that mean for the future of security, for you and me?